Welcome to Pioneer's Knowledge Hub.
Have you ever pondered the fate of a human body if someone were to die in space? An intriguing thought, isn't it? The vast, empty expanse and a solitary figure lifeless. What happens next? Well, today, we're going to delve into that very question. Imagine the vast, infinite expanse of space. It's a vacuum with zero oxygen and extreme temperatures. This isn't the comfort of our cozy blue planet. Out here, the rules of life as we know them drastically change. Space is a harsh place. It's devoid of the basic elements that support life. No breathable air, no pressure to sustain our bodily functions, no shield against cosmic radiation. The temperatures swing wildly between extremes, from blistering heat to bone-chilling cold, depending on whether you're in sunlight or shadow. Now consider a human body in this environment. While alive, exposure to these conditions would be lethal in a matter of minutes. But what happens after death? The body wouldn't decompose as it does on Earth because decomposition requires oxygen and bacteria, both of which are absent in space. In such an environment, it's easy to understand why death would have unique consequences. So what happens immediately after death in space? The answer lies in the physics of the cosmos. In the absence of atmospheric pressure, the gases within the body start to expand. This isn't as dramatic as it sounds. We're not talking about a space-bound balloon pop. Rather, it's a gradual process that leads to a slight swelling. Next comes the deep freeze. Space is incredibly cold, and without the body's natural heat regulation, the temperature drops rapidly. But the body doesn't freeze solid instantly. It's a slow process akin to leaving a steak out in the freezer. Lastly, one might expect decomposition to set in, but the usual culprits responsible for breaking down our bodies on Earth, bacteria and insects, are missing in space. Instead, the body becomes a cosmic mummy preserved by the vacuum of space. But that's not the end. The body undergoes more transformations. In the long run, the dead body in space will follow a unique path of decomposition. Now this isn't your garden variety decay process we're talking about. It's a cosmic journey on a scale that's genuinely out of this world. In the absence of oxygen and bacteria, the usual players in the decomposition game, the body doesn't decay as it would on Earth. Instead, it undergoes a slow and gradual process, something akin to mummification. The body essentially becomes freeze-dried with the icy cold of space sucking out all the moisture, leaving behind a desiccated, preserved husk. Then there's the matter of cosmic radiation. This isn't something we have to worry about too much here on Earth, thanks to our protective atmosphere. In space, however, it's a different ballgame. The body becomes exposed to a constant bombardment of high-energy particles. Over time, these particles can cause significant damage to the body at a cellular level, even altering its DNA. But perhaps one of the most intriguing and somewhat unsettling aspects is the potential for the body to become a piece of space debris. Death doesn't exempt one from the laws of physics after all. The body, now a lifeless object, will continue to follow the trajectory it was on at the time of death, becoming a silent drifter in the cosmos. So, the body's journey continues, silently drifting in the vast cosmos. To sum up, dying in space leads to a journey unlike any on Earth. The void of space, with its fierce and unforgiving nature, presents an environment where the usual rules of life and death don't apply. If one were to meet their end in the vacuum of the cosmos, the immediate aftermath would be harsh and swift. The lack of atmospheric pressure would trigger a rapid decompression, while the absence of oxygen would result in asphyxiation. In the long term, the body would be subjected to the silent ballet of space's extremes. On the one hand, the side facing the sun would be seared by intense heat. On the other, the side in shadow would be frozen by the deep cold. Over time, the body would mummify, preserved by the vacuum of space. And while it's a sobering thought, it also speaks to the uniqueness of our universe. The process of death in space, as grim as it may be, offers a stark reminder of the remarkable conditions that allow life to flourish on our home planet. So, while it's a grim topic, the fate of a human body in space is indeed a fascinating aspect of our universe.
Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.